All right, everybody. We are live with another Rapper's Corner. Today we have a good friend, longtime friend, awesome MC, Mike Rockwell.
What's
Welcome.
good? Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. What's good?
You know,
How you
we're all
fellas
doing
doing today?
good. Good. Thanks, man. It's a nice morning over here.
Yeah, weather's nice, man. Usually when it's nice, it's a good day.
Yeah, as you can see, we all doing our things.
Yeah, man, wake and bake, man. Um,
Sure.
so I got real quick. So I'm gonna do was off screen. Okay, cool. So, Mike, me and you go back to like seventh grade, man, or eighth grade, and I remember we had our little calculators, and we would write our lyrics on those calculators. You, me, and Khalil. And we would show each other and Mr. What's his name? Mr. Boyer's class?
Yeah,
Mr.
math class, man.
Math class, right. Um, and I that's my first memory of like you being into the whole hip hop thing, and getting involved with it. What would you say like? And I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with these questions here, man. So it's like what would you say like what got you into hip hop?
Well, I'm born and raised in New York, man. That's like the filter, like where it started at, pretty much. So, I mean, to be honest with you, man, just the neighborhood that I grew up in. It just like it was all hip hop. It was all like it was a predominantly black neighborhood, but also Italians like me. But
Mm,
all we did was really just listen to hip hop and just live that life for real, I mean,
oh,
live that
nice.
life. So, you know, back then when I was living in New York, man, it was just like smoking weed, started smoking weed at, 13. Probably all of us can share that same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, it's just like, that was just the music that was in that area. All I ever heard was like when I wake up in the morning, I'm hearing like Biggie Pac, a lot of Biggie Pac at that point, and just like a lot of like Ice-T back in the day. Ice-T when I was like, when I was like 7 or 8. The first tape I found, this is really what got me. The first tape that I found, and my brother was a hip hop head, man, like Pete Rock, CL Smooth type of guy.
Nice.
And I found that Ice-T tape in there. I forget exactly what it was. Colors was the first song I heard. Right, as well. That was back when that movie came out. I found that tape, and ever since then, I would go into my brother's CD collection and just play like old school stuff that got me, like Raheem. I guess he was part of he might have been part of, I forget what group at the time, but Pete Rock, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, all them guys. So
Sorry to interrupt us when you say Ice T because I was just listening to my Ice T vinyl over here. So like, yeah, it's cool like that, man. No,
yeah,
that's
as soon as I found that tape, man, and ever since then, I just wanted to, see what my brother was listening to and started stealing CDs from him and just taking them and playing them, and then
like
before you,
like like were you just listening to hip hop at that time?
well, at that time, yeah, I mean, I was young. I was still like, I was literally bumping probably like Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style in like fifth, sixth grade.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So you know what I mean. So I wasn't really into it at that time, like rapping.
Mm.
To keep it 100 though, rapping really didn't get into my life probably seriously until like seriously until I was like till I started making tracks till I was like 20,
Mm.
Oh, really?
21. Yeah,
That's when you first started making music, is when you were
that's
20?
that's when I first started actually recording it. I mean, I would still freestyle, with the fellas when I was like 18, 17, but really started getting into the movement of making music and recording and learning the boards, all that stuff. So like, you know, about that time is when I really started making music. And then that was around the time that me and Chris right here, Kalishnikov, excuse me.
No, it's cool, man. We go with our rap names and with our normal names, like vice versa, like off and on.
Yeah.
So like
Okay, that's good. That's good.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah. But yeah, so once I got on, to be honest with you, one of our other us three, one of our other friends that really put me on, like, man, and none of us really want to ever admit how we learn how you learned if it's something like this. But John Shope, Johnny Warbucks, however you call him, that man really like.
Yep.
I've always told him he really like. Me and him used to hang out like day in and day out, just freestyle. And he would definitely give me some teaching lessons, man. Like when it comes to freestyling only, you know what I mean, and making tracks, you know what I mean. But for the most part, I think my style really started developing around that time. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I
Yeah,
wanted,
because
you know,
he was really awesome at freestyle. Always has been. He's brilliant when it comes to freestyle and
yes. So you know,
and
my
writing. I mean, endlessly.
uh huh, and that's where I started getting like it's even beyond like writing. It's like studying the dictionary, you know, stuff like that. Like I never
Yeah,
really thought.
remember he used
Yeah,
to study the dictionary and like and whatchamacallit, thesaurus and stuff like that.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
you know, me and him, the way you know we got through it just like that. Like every day we were just training. It was like lyrical training, and then we separated ways. But I always stayed around people that were making music, so my style kind of switched because Shope's got that fast fire spit. You know.
Okay, so
Right.
that leads me into another question here.
Yeah.
Like I've heard your music. I know what style you do, but go into a little bit further into like your personal style on rapping, like, and what's your favorite, well, like, because I know you're a versatile guy, right? But like we all
Yeah.
have that favorite type of flow that we like to do or we like to hear. So to go into a little bit of like your style, like how you saying about like John's being all fast, and I'll get back
Right.
about John a little bit later because I gotta talk to everybody about John too. But anyways, go on with your style. Let me know how you.
Yeah, so basically, like I said, when I started, like I was with him, so I was like mimicking fast, right? But then as I got through and was listening to different hip hop, and me personally, the way I am with hip hop is I'm not like set on one type of era. You know what I mean? I like them all. Like I think I learned from each one. So slow down. I feel like the way I can describe my style now is like I still like to spit fast, you know what I mean? But I like the slow stuff too, punchline-ish and very like very a lot more lyrical, you know what I mean?
So
Right.
But still I still like to flip it into trying to do some new school stuff sometimes, but not really on, I'm not like a trap rapper, but I do implement some like some lines in my music that might think that I am, did I stay in tune with the new school, but I'm lyrical at heart.
yeah,
You
no,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
it's we some older heads here too, so
Yeah.
for us, like eh, as an MC as well, like we have to be semi current, but not necessarily be part of this era, because that's what is going to lead me to the other question. It was like, well, growing up in the time that we did and listening to people that we did, we had a lot of influences from legends. I mean, lyrical legends, and even if they weren't lyrical, you could still say they were legends. It was either gangster legends or whatever the case may be. Even like love songs writing, like every like genre,
Every yeah.
they're legends. So like it's harder for me to listen to like how simple. Well, I won't even call it hip hop. How simple it degenerated into like lyrically into like I guess what it is trap today. Now, don't get me wrong, there is some trap out there that I do dig, like musically and even flowing wise, but there is a difference between what you hear in trap as opposed to like what you would hear with like, I don't know, a KRS-One. You know what I mean? Or a rock hymn. The way that they flow, the cadence, it's like
See, yes, it's like the beats these days are different than before, but at the
yeah,
same but at the same time, like, well, when I get on the mic, the thing that I'm trying to accomplish really is like even the new school beats, the way people be trapping on it, I'm trying to be rapping on it. You know what I mean?
yeah. See, so
You know what I mean?
that's how I do mine too, because
Yeah.
I use like a trap beat so I, there's a certain format to trap beats and to boom bap.
Exactly. It's like 808s and stuff. You know what I mean?
You have the trap beat, but then I also mix it in with some like hip hop drums. So when I flow, I can flow like I rap like this and I rap like that. I got the skills to make it fat, or I can rap like, like step back, Jack, cause I got the
Yeah.
So like within that that song, like I can go from that to this to that to this to the different styles. You know what I mean? So like I feel like adaptation is important, but not losing yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. It's like staying current, but like not. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Staying. You gotta have like a current mindset, or like I feel like to do that you have to like be able to like, what is it, like just move forward. You know what I mean? With time. You know what I mean?
like Bruce Lee said, you got to be that water. You
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
So,
So.
um,
That's pretty much basically what I try to get on, man. Like I still like the new school stuff, but the old school stuff is always where my heart's gonna be at.
well, my boy, Sir Profile, like he he's like a master of like boom bap shit. You know what I mean? So like, he's got a lot of those beats and a lot of those raps as well. Like I got a little bit of the mixture. Like so, then it goes into you. Like, what are your goals in the music thing? Are you doing this to be some rapper, like
Well,
tour?
you know what? I'd say like around 2013. I put like a little movement together with one of my boys, man. We did this joint. It was called. You guys are familiar with the Good Company stuff,
Yeah, good company.
So
Nick,
we
Nick, right?
with Nick, yeah, Nick Stark. So we were doing that for a while, but then life got in the way. I ended up getting locked up for like a good hefty time. So like the following and movement that we had started, man, kind of died. I mean,
Yeah,
Johnny Warbucks and Stark, they tried to like keep it moving with Marty and everything, but they started doing like like we had like an Instagram page. It was Wordplay Wednesday, I think. They had gotten ownership to that for a little while, but then it fell off. Life gets in the way of certain things, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
So basically, yeah. So I was gone for a good about. I was on vacation for about 6 years, and then when I came back, it was like everything was broken up. So people ain't seen people in like 2-3 years. Talking about doing stuff. This person's beefing with this person. So I just tried to do it on my own, and I was like, since I did it on my own, I changed up the name and everything. Changed up the name, changed up the persona. Just to like try to do some solo stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
So,
right.
but
okay, so
yeah.
like your aspirations though. I mean, are you trying to be Mr. Touring, like all over the place? Are you doing it
Oh,
for?
my ultimate goal has always been to like take it to the top, man. If I could do that, what I mean, definitely. I mean, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do the best you can. And if it's the best you can, and you can get to the top, that's what I'm trying to go.
For
So,
sure.
But
Yeah, man.
that takes a lot of dedication.
It
So it's
does.
like
It does. Takes a lot of work.
a
it
lot of,
does.
especially at this day and age for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just look, hey, you know what I'm saying? If I could do it, I can do it, but you got to have the tools to do it, like all the way down the line.
So,
Yeah.
how? Let me ask you, how did it feel coming out? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how long were you locked up for?
I was 6 years.
Okay, so those 6 years, a lot, music's changed a lot,
Yeah,
and
man. Yeah, for
a lot of
sure. I mean,
a lot. So how did it feel coming out, like coming in at one point, and then coming out at a different point, and seeing how like the music's changed? Like,
well, I mean, I was still in tune in there with music. You know what I mean? Because you could still get music, you get certain music, but I was still listening to probably. They don't have anything new in prison like 2022. They got like 2020 and back. You know what I
okay,
mean?
uh,
They don't even have no new music.
Yeah.
Maybe like a new big artist album will come out. Like it'll come out a week after it comes out here. You know what I'm saying? Like out on the street.
I
So
got you.
like, I mean, going in, man, it was crazy, man. Starting off like my bid when I was in Fairfax, man. It was just like just being locked up for a hot minute and then just never seeing the street and then coming back. It's just like, it's different. It definitely changed your mindset. Like, I mean, I would literally do my bid in my cell the whole time, man. And just I would write all the time. I just download
For real?
an instrumental pack because they got like, tablets in there, like an MP3 player or something. So I would download those and just sit in my cell and just write on it, write in the notes like you do on your iPhone. You know what I mean?
That's
Oh, wow.
cool. That's what's up. You know,
Funny enough, I got the pictures of all the bars in my phone. You know what I mean? Right now, like pictures of my
Oh.
tablet. So I can keep them because that joint died, and
yeah.
it's like a throwaway. So
Good that you still got them, man. I mean, it's good that you kept it alive too. It's good
Yeah.
that's the thing too. Like going back to it, man. Like, yeah, life happens, man. Like, so like we before you went in, like our group was pretty big, with MCs, different peoples, and there was your group, and like both groups intermixed and stuff. But I feel like, yeah, man, like people started having kids, people started getting married, people started doing all that stuff, and I feel like more and more like we've lost those people. Not necessarily like lost 100%, but like it ain't like it used to be. You know what I mean? So like, it's cool that you're still doing it. It's cool that you're keeping up with it because, like, yeah, man, I understand life is life, and happens, but like, it kind of is a shame to have that talent and really do nothing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
exactly. So I mean, so when I was
It's
locked
good.
up,
It's
man, yeah,
music's timeless. Like if you got all that stuff even written back in the day, no one's if it's not out, it's like not out until it's out. It's always new
exactly,
and things
exactly.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
a waste of material. So yeah, man. So what? Coming back home though, it was definitely a lot of like, new school, new school. Like I remember there being some old school playing, but now I think it's just,
man,
they don't even have, I mean, there's some lyrical stuff out there still though,
no, there is, but it's just not the same as it was back where
Yeah,
everybody.
it's definitely not the same beats at all. You know what I'm saying? So
That's,
definitely
that's
not.
feel. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna hate on it because they do got some good shit out there, but it's I personally don't consider it hip hop. I consider it whatever it is, trap or pop or whatever it is today. But hip hop is like, to me, it's like a certain time, a certain aspect, a certain thing. Like I can't put what's out there today in the same umbrella as hip hop to me. It just for me it doesn't work that way. But but yeah, man. So let me ask you this, like some a couple of the other questions that I got for you. Like, what era would you say is your favorite in the hip hop genre? Like the early '80s, the
I mean,
'90s,
hands down, man, the '90s for me.
yeah. And then okay,
Yeah, probably like 91, 92, something like that and
and
beyond.
where okay, so all right, and you say and beyond, so like you have no ending point like of era wise because like you had your '90s, but then you had like the early 2000s, and they were like Ja Rule and like Big Pun and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so like
Yeah, like 91, I'd say 92. That was like Snoop Dogg, Snoop or not? Yeah, like Snoop or like Shock G and Pac and stuff like that. Them too, like the early Jay Z. Like Jay Z, I think released his first album like 93, like or
yeah,
96. 96 was it? It was
Wu Tang type.
Reasonable Doubt. Oh, Wu Tang, yeah. I was listening to definitely Wu Tang. Probably, I'm trying to think of the years, man. I have to think of the times, like seventh
Like
grade,
like
sixth grade.
I remember it was the summer of sixth grade for me. It was either the summer of sixth grade for me, or it was Snoop that was the summer of sixth grade for me. But I remember like
Yeah,
I had a friend. His name was Mike, and
it was like
we lived in this neighborhood, and like I ended up buying the Cypress Hill album, and he ended up buying the Wu Tang album. And I was like, yo, I got this album, whatever, right? And we're like fucking, I don't know, but however we were old, we were in like sixth, fifth grade or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I got this Wu Tang album. And I was like, man, what is this Wu Tang shit? Like, Like I was like, I've never heard of them, and then I started hearing their names more and more, like repeatedly. So I went back to them and I was like, hey, let me listen to that Wu Tang shit. And I heard it. I was like, damn, it's like Cypress Hill and Wu Tang for me is like the top ones. So like that leads me to another question. It's like, so who would you say is your favorite? All right, give me your top 10.
My top 10.
And this this
Uh,
this this is a question that's like a dual questions because your top 10 of rap, like your rappers, and top 10 of producers. Oh, snaps.
oh yeah. Producers, I don't even think I can get with the producer thing, man. But the rappers is like, I mean, my top favorite rapper of all time. I could probably get with producers too, but it's my favorite rapper would be Nas. Ultimately,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, like he's like ultimately like my favorite rapper. Just a you know a little bit honest, just because he's knowledgeable, man. I like that humble knowledge stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. No,
it's always the quiet, humble dude you got to worry about, man. Whether it be in fighting or whether it be in battling, whether it be just spitting, so whatever it be. So that's that. So I say Nas, and then Biggie, and then Pac right after that, because Pac and Biggie are like that's like a 2-3 juggle for me. You know what I mean? Because I dig Biggie on the street stuff, but Pac I really can relate to him more. I think like
mm,
relate to his life more. Like whatever. So I mean that's 2-3 right there. 4 I'd probably say like Scarface.
yeah, boy.
Um, 5 I'd probably say like Big L.
Okay.
6 Big Pun.
Yeah.
7 I would say like 7 man. I would say like oh man, this is not even like a mainstream dude, but I'd say Chino XL would be down there
Ooh,
for me.
ooh,
Yeah,
ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
Chris loves that guy.
yeah, I definitely dig Chino XL.
Kalish.
Believe it or not, new school wise though, I like RJ Payne. If you guys know who that is,
I don't think I've heard RJ Payne.
he's super lyrical, man. So and he's like
I have. Uh,
he's more slowish, he's but I like how he gets his punchlines out, man. He's like
yeah,
very punchline-ish, man. So
yeah.
but
That's true.
but that wouldn't be in my top though. I'm saying that wouldn't be in my top. My top I'd probably say that would be Prodigy.
Mm.
That's like number 8. um After that I'd say I like Jay-Z, man, but I mean, I like old Jay-Z. I gotta put Jay-Z like in my top if it was like old Jay-Z, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
all the way through, yeah, I'd put Jay-Z down there for me. And then just because I can relate to his life too. And then the last one, Mike Rockwell, man. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah,
This fucking guy.
that's good. Yeah, it's so cool with it.
No, you know what?
Yeah,
You
number
know what's
10.
surprising to me is that you didn't say Eminem.
Oh man, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't really like Eminem's new style, man. Like I like his old style. I mean, Eminem is super lyrical. Don't get me wrong. Like he is super lyrical, but I mean, Eminem gets that clarity just off of being the first white dude really to put it out there. He's got a bunch of stuff on his back on why he would get like I'm not hating at all. I'm not a hater, but I mean, Eminem just like has that name already. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what he puts out, but I mean, Eminem is definitely one of my favorites, but I just wouldn't put him in my 10 because he's with it. He's the aggressive dude. I like, I'm like more so the laid in the cut dude. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay,
but
no.
so I like them type of dudes. That humble stuff, man. I mean, Common's up there too. You know what I mean? I like Common too, like that type of stuff. So
So
yeah,
like
nice.
Talib and Talib Kweli stuff.
yeah. I like Talib Kweli, Mos Def. Man, I still like I'm still back before too. Like I like Eric B and Rakim too.
Try
I like Guru, you know, Gangstar, all that stuff, man. You know,
see like
so
like
Hard to Earn was one of my favorite albums from Gangstar, man. You know,
that's a great album.
so
Great.
yeah,
No, that's cool, man. I see. I like that you're versatile and you know your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because and see, for me, like the reason I asked for producers because like I started off as a rapper and then I got into producing. Well, actually, for me, it's funny because I didn't start off as a rapper. I started off as a break dancer, but I couldn't break dance for shit. So I like stopped that shit. Um, and then I tried doing like the turntable shit, the DJ shit. I had one turntable and I fucked up the vinyls, and I was like, I can't do this shit. So then I went to like freestyling, and I was like, man, I can't freestyle. Like I suck at freestyle. I'll be honest. As an MC, I'm not no freestyler. You know what I mean? But then I was like, well, let me try and write. And then I wrote, and I was like, all right, cool. And then from there, now I make music. So I do the whole writing and make music. So that's why I was like from producers as well. But let's not say top 10 producers. Give me at least like your top three producers. That
I
that
mean, I'd say like Alchemist.
Nice.
Um, first and foremost, that's like he's like my favorite.
Yeah.
My top. And I would say like I don't know.
Yeah. Alchemist is
This is
family right there.
yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. Man, I can't even get with two more producers. I probably can. I mean, I like Kanye West when he was producing like good beats, and then I like Prodigy, Havoc, you know, the Mob Deep beats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The Mob Deep beats, man, were always fire. I mean, and Dre had, you know, I would say that they were my top three.
Yeah.
Dre's definitely in there. He was definitely like his beats are fire. If I can have a Dre beat, I would love to have a Dre beat to like make a song over.
Oh nice.
yeah. Dre is, you know, he's like that Eminem. How you're like he is like Dre is Dre. You know what I mean? There's like no. I mean, for me, I have to say like my top three would probably be uh, uh, Premier, RZA, and Muggs. No, that's probably my top three. Um,
Okay.
it's just interesting because like sometimes you look up like beats and songs that you like, and you're like, oh snap, I didn't know that so and so produced that. You know what I mean? Like you're like you already know the ones that they produced. Like Dre produced, nothing but a G thing, but like you don't know that Dre produced this other song. You're like, oh snap, like that's some tight shit when you
Yeah,
find.
yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, for me that was like Muggs because I was like listening to Exhibit and I was like, who did this beat? And turns out that it was Muggs and it's that foundation beat. You know what I mean? Like so, I was, damn. Um, okay,
I like some Killer Army beats too, though.
I mean, yeah, boy,
Like
yeah,
that.
Army on point. I think for us, because I gotta let the people know, man. Like we used to just sit in the car Friday nights, Saturday nights, and just put on repeat Killer Army beats and like and like flow and like freestyle. That was our Friday nights. And that was, you know, Killer Army beats was always on point. Always. Like um so who you bumping today? Like who's on your tape deck? You're like most of the time.
Man, you guys wouldn't even believe it, man. You know, I say like I'm gonna be honest, man. I say that um, I I listen to a lot of new school these days, though. Um, and to be honest with you, like y'all be surprised, but I've been listening to like Kevin Gates has been mainly in my player, and I'm gonna tell y'all why though, because like going through that stint in prison, man, it's like you hear a lot more of that music. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it just gets you through because I can relate to the. I mean, to be honest, the reason why I got locked up and everything is because it was distribution. You know what I mean? Distribution of coke. You know what I mean? So I mean, those were my charges. You know what I'm saying? I did a long bid for that. So I mean, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
So
what,
so
what's
so
his name again?
huh?
That guy that you said that you like. What's his name again? The guy that you're just talking about right now.
Oh, I don't even know.
No,
Your playlist.
In my playlist?
Yeah.
well,
You,
Oh,
I
Kevin
yeah,
Gates.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
so I mean, it's just like, like being locked up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of music that I relate to too, like that joint. Like that pain. Like when you can hear some pain in people's voices. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
No, of
it's like,
course.
I've been listening to a lot of that, and that be what was that?
I was like, unfortunately, I haven't heard the song, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like as far as I do listen to a lot, like Royce the 5'9" has been in my deck the past like 2 weeks. I mean, it's not just one rapper, but I listen to a lot of people. I'm like versatile all day though. Like I'll go from like new school to old school, probably, or to like just lyrical. Like I've been listening to a lot of Royce, trying to get in touch with my lyrical side a little more because I fuck with him.
Mhm.
Joel Ortiz, a lot of Slaughterhouse members from back in the day. I like listening to that old stuff.
Mhm.
Um,
So that leads me to another question. Like, out of all, and I know you're versatile, but you must have like, out of all of them, your favorite, right? Like, what would you say is your favorite like region of hip hop? Like, would you say it's the East Coast? And when I say East Coast, I go down from New York to like Pennsylvania or like Philadelphia. When I say South, it's Virginia to Florida, all the way up to Texas, but it's not Texas. Then it's
nah, it's definitely East Coast for me.
definitely East Coast for you. Okay, so
Definitely East Coast.
like, how come? Why so? And like, yeah, explain that a little bit more.
Well,
Like,
I'm from the East Coast for one. I'm from New York, so like, growing up with all the New York scene, you know what I mean? That was just that scene, that '90s scene anyway. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I would have to say like, you know, East Coast, like it's Biggie, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like Nas, my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Like just being on that side. You know what I mean? It's just like the West. I didn't really start getting into the West, not too much until like Pac, and that's it. Maybe Snoop. I guess no, Ice Cube. But
I,
I mean,
I definitely agree with you. I myself myself like being from the East as well. I know what you're talking. It's like just a different feel, like a different culture, and like,
yeah,
I mean, I've been to California, and don't get me wrong, like there's a rack of California rap that I fucks with, like a rack. I mean, from Far Side to Rappin' Forte to Ice Cube, South Central Cartel, all that shit. Ice T, but Ice T's from New Jersey. Just heads up on
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Like, so, but yeah, like,
It was destined for me to love the East, man. Because I just think like, what would my style be like if I started on the West?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, your influence would have been different since you're in New York. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's just yeah. So yeah, East definitely. And plus, like, I traveled all the way down the East. I never been too much towards the West, except for like Arizona. You know what I mean? That's the furthest I've ever been west.
Hmm.
I ain't never been to Cali though. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a different culture, man. Like, um, don't get me wrong. I like it. I like West Coast stuff too, but I would consider myself East Coast. Like, if you categorize, well, that's interesting too because it's like, okay, like Cypress Hill, their first album, Ice Cube's first album, NWA's first album,
mhm.
Ice T's, well, yeah, Ice T's first, um, all of those, like, all of them are New
Yeah,
York. They're not
my
West
bad,
Coast.
fellas.
No,
Give me
it's
one
all
second. My my ear things.
good.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I might have to take a break here in a second, man. I'm trying to get these things to work without it, so I can charge my phone, so it don't die on you guys. But anyway,
Okay. Okay, we'll still be here.
Yeah, just let us know.
all right.
Yeah, I was saying like the East Coast influence on the West Coast beats. You can hear it. Like it's like Public Enemy. You know, the fast tempo that
Yeah,
not like do 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 do. That's not like that. You know what I mean? Like that came
yeah,
later. So
exactly.
yeah, you
And
do
also,
have
also even the way of flowing, like on like an old school beat to a new school beat. Like, I mean, back then they used to ride the beat and also like go on the snare. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like they don't. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's
It's not
definitely
like it's like wherever they, you know, but it still sounds good though. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, but it's just
I
different.
still go with the snare, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, it's my thing right there. Boom, baya. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, you got
It's,
any questions?
uh, yeah, I got some questions here, homie.
uh,
So, I can share some stuff. You want me to share your
yeah,
SoundCloud?
yeah, yeah, definitely, man, definitely, yeah.
All right,
All
is
right.
there any song specific that you want us to play?
So I mean, yeah,
Hold on,
like I,
real quick.
I'll go ahead.
Specific that you want to play, and then after that song is played, we're gonna talk about that song.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. So yeah, definitely. The first one I think would be like, you know, you could pretty much go through all of them if you want. So this one would be like, I'll go with the first one would be the Horsemen, Three Horsemen. I like this one because it's like you know, it's just like new school, like to let people know that I'm like moving with time, that I'm not trying to stay stuck in anywhere, but like the delivery is on point too. You know what I'm saying? Like I think as far as like everybody all the way through, you know, the delivery is definitely, you can hear the, you know, punchlines in some verses, but other ones like, you know, this is definitely on my new school side though. You know, when I came out of prison, you know, I was kind of lost with music in a way because like I was stuck and they only let you control what you can hear. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, listening, you can only download certain stuff. So, you know, you start listening to it, you start writing to the beats, you're like, gotta change it up a little bit, you know? So,
yeah.
All right. So,
anyway,
you want me to play one of
yeah, yeah,
these?
yeah, for
Which
sure. The
which one?
three horsemen.
Three Horsemen.
Yeah. So there's that. Yeah.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's that,
Better
yeah.
business, baby. Check this shit out. Had to do this just for y'all. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. Find the dough, the wine and dine hoe. I drop diamonds cause I got a mind of gold. I stay iced out, especially when times are cold. Rocking a frozen choker, wearing designer clothes. I got rhyme and flow, just waiting for my time to blow. Get signed and go forward, not looking behind no more. And I don't give a fuck if it's time to go. My time to blow. Hey yo, hold up, wait a minute. I need a breath, now I'm back a minute. This real rap, no gimmick. You don't like it? Well, I'm not offended. Do what you do, say what you like. Fucking with Rockwell, you can take a hike. And if Mike get hype, you ignite the fire pipe. Fight, he might fuck around, take your life. Yeah.
I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go.
Nice.
I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. The truth, hard, solid and still. Fuck how you feel, I don't care a little bit. Still a big dog, never been a little bit. I get it in, you just fucking with a little bit. Look, I'm the money in the bank, I'm the gas in the tank. I'm the reason she ain't wearing no drawers in this bitch. Got my cousin couldn't stop me with a missile, I'm official and you know it, so just ride the way. Got a tweak and leaking down the hand of thigh for days, telling me that she a rider and I drive for crazy. Properly positioned that I mentioned my intention as a spit attention, keep it hella hot in this bitch. Yeah, I'm rocking this shit, keep on watching this shit. Good looking, keep it cooking like a pot in this bitch. Going hard in the bank with a broad in the drink box out, slam dunk. No, I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go. I know I can, no I can, no I can when you can't go.
Step up in the booth like my name Clark Kent. Pull up in the whip, all black, dark tent. Smoke
on the gas, smelling like an armpit. Guess I love fire, call me an arsonist. Nigga, I be killing everything that I be touching. I be all up in the media, the topic of discussion. I be pressing niggas' buttons like a microwave oven. Now to feel the heat and try to be my friend all of a sudden. I'm a body competition, anybody wanna get it? I don't know what they be talking, I be focused on the mission. I'ma pull up in the caddy looking like a politician. Barrel on the glizzy looking like the nose of Scottie Pippen. Niggas used to hate, now they try to listen. Now they really hating cause I'm getting recognition. I be turning heads like a priest in an exorcism. Devil want my soul, but he never gonna get it.
No, wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
That shit is tight.
You were the first one?
Yeah, I was the first one.
Yeah, man. Bars, fire.
So like
nice quality too.
So like a little description of that, you know what I'm saying? Just like the era that I was in when I wrote that, man, I just got out of prison, man. And like, that was when COVID happened, right? So I was stuck in the house when I got out of prison for like 3 months because there was nothing open. So I was from like prison to prison, but a home prison. I was like house arrest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was in there, I couldn't really write, but then like I got into the mix where I was staying at with my people or whatever. And then I had to like move to a hotel. So I wrote that joint in the hotel room I was living at for like 3 months, man.
Oh, wow.
So like, I was like living off that, you know, the government was helping out during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So like, jeez. I was paying to live there, but I had my studio over there and everything. And I was just like, you know, I had my mic and my computer, man. That's all I was doing was just rapping. I didn't have nothing else. So I just like was recording shit, like had people over record stuff. So the people that were coming over, we were just trying to get on that new school stuff. So,
yo, that honestly, that you ripped that shit, man. Like all that shit,
man, fire.
Rip that shit.
I love it. You're great.
So, man, like the next one that I'd like to go to, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to get all like pain, man, but like this joint right here, man, it's like a pain joint, you know what I'm saying? So like I wrote it for, you know, and not to sound corny or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, growing up, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no pops, man. I just had a moms, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, just living with my moms is different. You know, as a kid, you need both sides, you know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't have it. So like this joint right here is some pain. It is about my moms and shit, but this joint's tight, man.
Oh, you want me to play the thing? All right.
Thank you, mama. That joint, yeah.
Thank you, mama. All right.
Yeah, that'll get like a piece of my life, you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, here we go.
There's more so on like the old school vibe.
Some of the principles that she taught me, and I look at my life and where it's turned out, haven't always been where I should have been in my life. But
truly thank you, mama.
Trying.
For loving me, you know I cherish everything you've done for me. That's why I share this. I've always listened to everything that you've ever spoke, and I'm thankful for the faith, forgiveness, love, and hope. I truly thank you, mama. For loving me, you know I cherish everything you've done for me. That's why I share this. I've always listened to everything that you've ever spoke, and I'm thankful for the faith, forgiveness, love, and hope. How could I ever thank you for what you've done? You raised me by yourself, including a daughter and son. You had a lot going on, but you always stayed calm. A single mother with no father and 3 kids to take on. My grandfather was there to help out with the rest of them until his bad habits and lung cancer got the best of him. I still think about the day we put him underground. Since that, my life began to turn completely around. But you were there for me, and I'm thankful for the support. Going to court with you right beside me, never coming up short. You always said Pops was watching over me from every angle. Little do you know, you resembled my guardian angel. I know we're arguing used to get out of hand, and I apologize for that, and I'm glad together we've been. Even though my choices have led me to a dead end, you stuck with me, Mom. That's why I consider you my best friend. I truly thank you, Mama, for loving me. You know I cherish everything you've done for me. That's why I share this. I've always listened to everything that you've ever spoke, and I'm thankful for the faith, forgiveness, love, and hope. I truly thank you, Mama, for loving me. You know I cherish everything you've done for me. That's why I share this. I've always listened to everything that you've ever spoke, and I'm thankful for the faith, forgiveness, love, and hope. Growing up, I had an addiction to the fast lane. It brought you mass pain and also ruined our last name. Forgive me, cause my sickness I couldn't control. Even though you made me aware, I wouldn't let go. know I spent many days out in the cold, but I don't blame you. I was the fool. You were a mother who always remained true. You never gave up, continued to have faith and believe. Those nights I stayed up drinking, escaping the fate I received, temporarily relieved, but the problems always stayed. I could have never gotten through them without you as my aid. For treatment you paid, always willing to trade cents. Half of it faded away, the other half made sense. I finally realized I haven't learned on my own. All my thanks goes to you, and know you're never alone. As your son, I wanna repay you, that's why I'm writing this poem. Just know I love you forever, and I'm glad to be home. I truly thank you, mama, for loving me. You know I cherish everything you've done for me. That's why I share this. I've always listened to everything that you've ever spoke, and I'm thankful for the faith, forgiveness, love, and hope.
I can only hope that everything that she's taught me, I hope that I've made her proud of the man I've turned out to be.
Damn, son.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
tight. That's one of the best mother songs I've ever heard, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Glad that I haven't done nothing wrong my mom like that.
Oh,
Man, damn.
yeah, man. So yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that joint's like, you know, it's kind of like a deep joint, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like where my music is at, like right now. You know, I got so much pain in the past, man. So like the only thing to release that would be music, man. And like I feel like sometimes making an album too, you know, most of my tracks would be like a pain. It'd be like a whole album full of pain. Like I got like 5 albums I can make full of like shit I've been through, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I don't want to focus on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I get that writer's block at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, earlier you said this might seem kind of corny or whatever, and then you showed us this song. And
Yeah, man.
This isn't corny, man. This is
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but then, yeah, I know. I feel you. That shit, that joint's just deep, man. You know what I'm saying?
It shows that human side of you, the vulnerable side. So thank you for sharing that, because that's that's some deep shit, man. Like it's good. Like I'm impressed.
Yeah. And then also most of this, I'm trying to get on like more solo stuff. I'm working on some right now. Like literally, I'm building a studio at my new house right now. So once it gets up and done, like I just got the word from my roommate. You know, he's like the landlord pretty much of the place. So he's like, yeah, just go ahead and take one room and just turn it into a straight studio. So I'm probably gonna. What's that?
And do it in that basement room, or are you gonna do it in your room?
I'm doing it in like just one of the bedrooms.
Oh,
the bedroom upstairs. So I'm gonna make the whole bedroom into a studio, try to like soundproof it up. I got a computer desk, a MacBook Pro. I got all the stuff's on order right now. I got some monitors coming in.
You better go. Okay.
I'm gonna amp it up, man. I'm gonna try to take pointers from whoever comes over. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm using Studio One as far as like my recording software. So yeah, that's what I recorded these off of, all 4 of these right here. So
Sir Puff does. He uses Studio One more than anything else. I use Magix, but I've used Studio One before too. I like Studio One. It's a lot like Magix. Very easy, user friendly. Like Studio One is good. I do like it.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's really good that you're doing the studio thing, man. I remember you showing me that you bought like the mic thing with the padding like around the mic.
Yeah, I got the spit shield and everything, but you know, I like it to be nice. So like, you know, I don't know if you've seen my last place I was at. I had I had my a nice basement room, so I had the studio on one side, and then I put my wires through the wall on the other side and made a whole entire booth. The booth could fit like three people in it, but I had like 2 mics in the booth and 1 mic at the computer. So like we were able to do like, you know, it was easier. Now I just got one of my mics broke. I just bought a new mic. It was a nice condenser mic, you know. Stopped at about $300-400 on this mic. So I haven't even hit it one time yet though. So now you can see as like the gap on when I actually did music. So since I did these songs, my mic broke. I got a new mic, but where I was living at couldn't record, and now I just bought a new mic, but I haven't even used it one time yet. So I'm looking forward to that first time using it and just seeing what the quality is on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have my recording set up, but ideally speaking, I would like a booth and all that stuff too. Like, my shit works for my shit, but yeah, I have the padding and I have like the closet area to do like a booth, but the wiring, that's the only issue. I have to like actually cut through the wall, like you said, like, or else like it's not. I can't hook it up to my computer. I can't hook it up to nothing. You know what I mean? So like no power, no nothing. So yeah, I'm like that's my issue with that's why I do it here. But it works with mine. So at the end of the day, it does what it does. But that's cool, man. That's cool that
Yeah, man.
you're gonna do your thing, man. Like you're setting it up because we would love to have you do some shit with us, man. Like
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm always down for it's just a matter of time, man. It's the times. It's this. Like nowadays, I got to be scheduled. I got to be on the schedule. I can't.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day, you just meet up, flow, freestyle, make a whole bunch of tracks. But now it's like so much shit going on. I
Yep.
work a lot too. So
Organization is important.
yeah, definitely. So definitely scheduled times I'm with all day.
I feel like that everybody's like that nowadays. You know what I mean? Like it's just you have to schedule it. You can't just Even with it's hard, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm definitely down with. I'm down with any movement as far as like music, man. Because I've always been the one trying to like. It's funny, Johnny Warbucks. Like the dude that like I told you put me on. Like now it's like he put me on, but now I'm trying to put him back on because it's been so long for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we're out at like when we're just like the other day when we had that little 4th of July party or whatever when you guys came through, like I try to put him on. He's like, yo, you want to flow? I'm like, nah, these people hear me all the time, man. Like they need to hear
Not
you.
flowing. What's up, everybody? We're back with part 2 here with Mike Rockwell.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, man? So we got a little something special that's gonna go down here. We're gonna have Mike do a freestyle for us. So Mike, I'm just gonna start the beat and
all right,
let you do your magic, man.
all right, let's get it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, baby. Mike Rockwell, baby. Let's get it. Chilling with Sir Puffalot, Kalichnikov. Let's get it in the building, man. Been a long time coming for this. Yeah, check it. Click clack, he ain't talking Bruce Lee when you talk about a motherfucking kickback. Got tools that will put them holes in you and peel your fucking wig back. I keep it strapped intact, bust shots with no chit chat. In fact, the aim so precise, I'll make you feel the impact. 2 slugs to the head, that's how we end that. Big facts, so collab with us. Make them more capital than the captain. No capping, no caption needed. Leave your mind defeated with no rhyme or reason. I guess you can call this the grimy season. No telling what time I'm leaving. Bust raps till my mind ain't breathing. To me, that's only when it's time for sleeping. And even to me, that's a minor demon. Sleep be the cousin of death. I was thrown off the porch where you is at home, hugging the steps. I've been in my worst spot doing cover my best. Till I'm laid buried in the casket, cover the rest. Yes. Yes. Woo! Mike Rockwell, baby. Let's get it. 703 to the 315. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, that was smooth, homie.
Yo,
yeah, man.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
yeah, like a true pro too. The camera fell, but he didn't even stop. Like he kept going up. That's some stage professional shit going on there.
That's that stage performance, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm telling you, like me and you should get down because I feel like your flow would be good with my beats and my flows. So yeah, boy, we gotta link up, man. We gotta do this shit. And then going back just a little bit, it's always the equipment. We suffer from the same equipment part. Like we need better computers. God damn it. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, like, yeah, so that's more so something new that I wrote. But this joint's gonna be something, this next joint, if we get on, it's gonna be a nice joint, man.
Yeah. Are you setting up the next song or
Yeah, I'm looking up stuff.
Yeah, them beats, man. Them beats are nice too, man. Some of
Yeah,
them, man.
well,
Some of them ones are nice. I mean, I like. I'm more like a simpler type
well,
of guy too.
those are old, and I was just trying to do some boom bap stuff. That's just
That's it.
something on
Hey,
hand. I got other ones too that are like newer, different quality that I've done, and I got old stuff. I mean, I got so much stuff. Man, I got a vault of shit. It's all different. Hey, did you hear that last one I sent you? Like that trap beat I made, right? With the stuff, like the August. You didn't actually listen to it.
All I seen was the big. I don't even know if I seen it in there. I just seen a big file of like a bunch, like the P1
No,
through like
no.
P10 or
Okay,
whatever.
I know you want to spit the other one, but you might like this real quick. Let me just see if I can play that one real quick to you. Man, I thought like you would. This is what I'm saying. I can hear you on it so hard. I can hear both you and John killing it. To be honest with you. All right, so I'm gonna play this junk here. Can you guys hear something?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do something on this too, man. Maybe like a little extra joint. Okay, I like this. Yo, I'm whipping the whip after whipping the work. Stay flipping them scripts after getting them perks. If I was sipping the slits while spitting this verse, I'd equip in the clip, make you dip and disperse. Clicking the shift in reverse, got you moving on back. Had bitches lifting they skirts after doing the yak. Had me admitting them cursed, I shoulda knew it in fact. That snitches flipped on me first, cause I was moving the pack. As a matter of fact, I was racking in racks, stacking my stacks from packaging crack, attacking the map without packing the strap. That's easy money shit, you know I got a passion for that, and a passion for rap. That's why I stayed in the scene. I was the plug's money maker, paper chasing the dream. Facing them fiends daily, help me rake in the green. Man, I ain't faking with that statement, I'm just stating the scheme. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, like that.
Nice.
That is tight.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That joint is tight.
Yeah.
We all got to do something to that beat, man. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's get the whole family up on there, huh?
yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, especially the epic shit that goes right at the end here. We got like three parts at least. Like just and I forgot there's a break like this shit. So there's like 4 parts like to the song. Like
Oh man, so 4 different entities.
yeah. We get like all 4 of us, you, me, and
4 horsemen.
Chris and John.
4
he did 3 horsemen, right?
4 horsemen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit. Yeah. And then you wanted to share like a song or something that you
No, I actually wanted to, that P1 beat that you had was pretty tight too, or P9, was it P9? P9?
P9. Yeah.
Yeah.
This junk's here.
Yeah, I got a couple that I'd like to just, share with y'all, man, just for a little bit on that one.
Yeah. You can call me up anytime you need. I got the flavors, some with the best green stir puff here, always with the big bad fat sacks. Yeah, it goes down like that. This shit here, straight up on fire. Get your ass just a little bit higher.
Yes. Yes.
See, I wish I could freestyle, but I can't. I get the money, but we retire. I put you on the ground because you a fucking liar. I don't know. I got a fucking gat. I don't know. See, I can't freestyle. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Nah, man. But yeah, no, Chris, that was some tight shit that you spit, man. I like that attitude that you're like, and I know that. Something like that.
Yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, man. That last freestyle was dope too. It was grimy.
Yeah.
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 That's why, like, hearing you on that shit, I was like, yeah, we definitely have to have him on this.
No, man, I like all his stuff. Definitely, yeah. I mean, you're very creative. You know, you can express a wide range of emotions and experiences.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, great artist, man. So, let's see here. Coming up on 11:20. So, I think if there's any other questions or anything you'd like to share, tell anybody. Let's you know,
Yeah,
do the wrap up thing, and then
that's cool, man.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I mean, I'm gonna be starting to work on some projects, man. Hopefully with you guys and myself. So hopefully we can get on it, man, and make another, maybe start the older movement, man. You know, so get that joint down. You know, it's been 20 years since we probably all just really made a song together. 15 years, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I
It's
mean,
good.
I'm down. I'm always down with any type of collabs, anything. That's for everybody that even watches this podcast. Get with
Okay.
me.
We
Get
all
with me.
of us got to push John to get like back on board, man. Like, cause I was talking to him after we chilled at your place that day. Like,
Yeah.
he's been like so about like himself. Like, he like feels himself. He was so happy that he freestyled. You know what I mean? He feels like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I'm like, to get back on, man. You know what I mean? Like you know, fucking. You got me, you got Chris, you got Amin that are fucking in the music thing. Come on, man. We have to push him to and Khalil, but Khalil's listen. That soundtrack, man, is something that it works for all of us. So you could technically start recording whenever if you get. You should, but anyways, go do your thing with.
Yeah, man. Y'all be good, man.
Yep. Yep. Have fun with your family. You know, that's part
Definitely,
of.
man. Thanks for having me on this
Thanks for
joint, man.
no
It's
man.
been
Thanks
great.
for thank you for Mike Rockwell. We hope to have you again more often than once. And
You know, you're our first guest.
yeah, our first guest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
tight, man. Number
Yeah.
one.
Making history over here. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Numero
Yeah.
uno.
Numero uno, number one. Number one.
All right,
All right.
fellas.
All right. Much love. Thanks, man.
All right,
Have a
man.
good day.
Later. Yep.
Peace.